Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Salgonoid. I'm going to be playing Enshrouded today. I am going to be playing Enshrouded today. Getting my windows situated here before I get too started up. No, not that. That. I forgot to. Let me get onto YouTube. And let's see. Forgot to do one screen. No, not that. No, not that screen. This screen here. There we go. And there we go. Click that button. Yeah, I was in a doctor's office with my wife all morning, so my head is just someplace else. But I am going to stream today. Yeah, those are both. And it looks like I have a bot up for me. I added a bot into the channel, and there she is. Hello, Alicia. Those are on. I'm going to add in some of these other things I do. Don't like to not have a tab open. So that one's up. And let's pull this one up as well. Yeah, let me pull that one up as well. All right, let's play some Enshrouded. I still need to see one of these screens. This one, so that I can see what's going on. All right, so I changed the lethality of the world a bit because I need to move forward, and I can't do that with the experience I was getting. So it's no, this one right here. This one right here, Sealess World. I don't know what that other world is. Oh, and let me also, I am on Discord. I've got that open. So let me post that message in my going live on Discord. Oh, that's a much better video picture. All right. So where I'm at, this guy has to be done for me to move onwards. So I need his head to upgrade my flame level and be able to go into further zones. They have everything locked behind these flame levels, all of these zones. I can't go further without his head. Don't know how this is going to go. And for those of you that have not seen this, I'm not going to spoil it. Suffice to say that I am about to die, probably. I can't use these things because he just swishes them with his tail. But I'm going to try and throw a few out to deal with the bugs. Resisted fire. Resisted. Okay, resisted shock, so we're going with fire because it does the most damage. tasted my food. Oh dear. I think so for Monday I'm going to have to give me a death counter put in here. I may have to go back and get different armor. I didn't bring it with me. And all this extra stuff I've got. Uh-oh. Alright, so that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do... First I have to go get rid of all this junk. I don't know why I've got all this junk. because I killed him. I get rid of some stuff. The dragon itself doesn't drop all that much other than the head. The head's what we want. Oh, that's why I was farming before I went to do that. I don't need these at all. And I'll make some healing potions this time. That's why I don't need the twigs. Put that away. Put those away. And stash some of this. That's how I got distracted yesterday, is what I was doing. Because what I was doing, was revamping this out here. Let me finish that. I need to sleep on that. I'll finish the revamping of my farm field. Because I need to plant more red leaf to get more resin. He's hungry, sleeping right beside his bowl. And then when I go to get the dragon again, I'm going to swap out the tea for milk. There? Where did I put it? No, I didn't put it here. I put it over with the tea. Okay. So I will go here. So I was doing a lot of hopping around with that wyvern, and so stamina and stamina regeneration are critical in that battle. But this is health regeneration, and it's also 20 stamina, but not stamina regeneration. And then I've got straight health and straight magic damage, which wasn't doing a lot to him anyway. Did I put that away? What did I put in that chest if that's what I've got? Let's just get some dirt out here. I think most of these green spots will fill in with the rake. that key. This one. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Uh-oh. let's get those down. How does that rake out? Oh, there it goes up again. There we go. I can't have the holes out here because when I harvest trees, then stuff will just fall through the holes. Can't have that. Alright, let's see how that's going to work out. I'll put the farm soil here. But let me fix it first. Put my rake back there. And put this away and put this here. That's where the hammer goes. Just make 20 for now. Oh, how many fireballs can he make for me? Not that. So this is 60, 38. That's why I need all the resin. So I've got 393 of those. And plant some trees for resin. Let's see how many of these I can plant. I went to the effort of the farm soil because two reasons. Number one was this was all stone in here, so I wasn't able to use it. Okay, so I planted 33. It takes a while for those to grow. A good long while, not that. This one. So I can make plenty of them. So that'll make 320 seedlings for me. The wyvern definitely has to die today, sometime today. He is here. So I look at my skills, and there's nothing in here that's going to help me do more damage to that wyvern. He seems to be casting shroud damage, and there's nothing here that's going to protect me. So 2 water aura, so that's 2, 3. Water aura is 6 points away. So 6, that's 1 health per 2 points of intelligence, so that's 3 health points per second. Additional healing for now. And my next level is a long way off. So before I run up there, let me go back up here. Not you. So this shroud root is where you farm these critter scales. And of course it's going to rain. I turned down the frequency of the rain as well. My guess is she's still going to give us plenty of rain. Did I have... No, I've got nothing. If I go there, I just have to run around over here anyway. And then I will also revisit the spiders. You're stalling, Jim. You're stalling. So, I'm stalling. Let's go over here and see how we do with these guys. See, there was a tree here. I cut it down. And the logs are way up there. What else is in here? I haven't gotten to that lost plushie yet. I think it's for the barber. Missed. And there's one of the shroud roots. I already got the skill points from that shroud root. Reminds me, is there another? how to get to the masonry tools here. This is actually Red Shroud to get there. I've got to kill that wyvern. He is this way. Yeah, I hear you over there. So these mini bosses have all respawned here. Okay, she went that way. Where is he going to hide? So you heard the thump thump. And that would be why. Okay, so tonight he's not going to be stupid enough to... Alright, so... he is taking damage. From the sun aura. he's doing that, let me take a quick look at my chats. Doo-doo-doo. Let me see where she is. Yeah, let's put her down here. No, a little more. There we go. How does that look? Yeah, I've got to set a better background for her. And yeah, he will absolutely let himself, he will stand right there and die. The reason I didn't go down there, if I die, I would have respawned right there, right in front of him. So I'll take his loot. Yeah, I hear you. She's probably shooting at rats. He said you could help to reunite me with my son. He fell in the battle by the bridge. He was a boy, not a man. Still growing like a bean sprout. I need to see his freckled little face. To hold him in my arms just once tightly, like I did when he was born. Just once. I'll go anywhere, speak any incantation. I'll crush the threshold and beg you. It's my final wish. And so sure enough, they were fighting the rats over here. Twisted mind hides a secret. I smell the scent of decay inside the walls, the body. Rotten ruin, festering circles somewhere. I feel it, his bones inside the walls, a riddle, a maze, locked behind his tired eyes. I will dig tirelessly. I know it's in there, somewhere. He come from? Hoping there was someplace to go other than outside. Let's go see. Come on. Do this. What are you shooting at, buddy? Alright, let me figure out where I am. That helps. So I went down in the basement over there. Alright, that's where I fought the Banshees. We got distracted fighting rats and bats. Okay, so this is where I was fighting the wyvern. He's in there. You can't get through that. And a spoiler alert. It's not much of a spoiler. You can get right in there. What's happened is I've picked up Fell Curse. Even though I turned down the chance of curses, I still got the curse. Do I have the stuff to make the... And I don't have anything to make the potion. Well, what does Fell Curse do? Your time in the shroud is reduced significantly. Not a big deal right now. So fix everything up. We've got sunrise. Let me take a quick peek at where I am on ad break. Not that one. Here. That's what I need to see. We've got about 6.5 minutes until the ads run. I gotta figure out how to set that for the top of the hour. So it doesn't matter how stealthily you get down in there. It is possible to fly out there and land on those pedestals. Doesn't help you a bit because it does not spawn until you hit that bottom level. So you cannot jump down there to spawn him and then jump back up to the pedestal. You just have to go in and do it. Oops. All right. Oh, I didn't tag the other respawn point. I've got everything because it turned off the drop all on death. That's to go find. This is where we killed the... Yeah, that's where I killed the boss. So we're pretty much still right here. So let me get up there. Well, I dried off. What I forgot to do is, there's a respawn point right here. There's a save point. Alright, let's make sure I'm ready this time. Let's try it with the tea again. Then if I die, I'll try it with the milk. So as soon as you jump down there, see? One hit while I was down. What was happening is I'm running out of stamina. So let's see if this helps. Catch my breath. I can do this. No. So one more try, and then I'll go back and put some armor on. And I'll also use, see what this thing does to him. I can still throw fireballs with this. Armor would not have helped me there. Alright, so let me go put some armor on, and I have to fight my way back to him. Let's see if I've got armor here. Alright, so what did that do? If I go here and yeah, go there. So that gave me about 30% more armor. And it gave me more stamina. I increased my melee damage with that scythe. And magic damage, still 50%. But if you look at this, the stats on this, health regeneration, parry power, which I wasn't using at all, block, health, and health regeneration. So let me swap that out. I'm not using parry a whole lot. And if I look at this hat, magical critical strike, that's not a whole big whoop. And if you look at the adventurer set, which is what I normally run, crafting, not that. J, workshops. There's the hunter. What does she got? So this is what I normally run, and he gives me melee critical strike, and this one is melee critical strike, and this one is parry power, which is not what I wanted. So what I want is that. But let me check with he doesn't make armor for me yet. Alchemist. So that's the head I have. A magical critical strike and revive duration. And so I can also check to hunt her. Notice it's not Huntress. They know she's female. And this is skill shot damage. And this is ranged critical strike. So these are not going to help me in that fight. And this is... what have I got here? Level 19. He's doing 50 damage. So what I've seen is the best weapon to use against him is actually one-handed, because it's faster. You get locked into the animations of swings. And not that door. With the big two-hander weapons. They do a lot more damage to him, but even though he's slow, you get locked into those big, so is a two-handed weapon, and you get locked into the animations of those. So I wanted to look at what if I upgrade that? Here's May. And her armor is just cosmetic so far. Well, that's why the Reaper's one wasn't doing much damage, but this is what I picked up. And it's two-handed. That's why it's already 48 damage. So let's... Oh, unlock the increased merciless attack damage. I don't have merciless attack, so that settles that, but it gives him +3 attack power. So I know I'm trying to play a wizard here, and I'm having to resort to using... So this can go away. You know, let's leave that right there. One of the others here. Trying to get some runes, because a quick look at the math told me I didn't have the... Well, this is just green, so let's salvage that. I think that will give me all the runes I'm going to need. Where are you? There you go. Oh, you can do it right there. So it'll take me up to 72. We've seen all along that I've carried a one-handed weapon with me so that I can keep my shields up. But I think what they're trying to teach is that sometimes a wizard has to resort to physical damage. Gandalf was always seen using a sword. Nope, wrong place. I've still got that fell curse. Oh, look. There's a shiny up there. Shiny, is that my plushie? Truth or dare? Cloudy. Oh, we're not going to read that, are we? Cloudy, I dare you to join me for a little mischief. We're meeting at Skimmer's Cove tonight with June and Ricky. June wants to steal her father's lantern so he can travel there at nightfall. I know how to get past the guards since last summer, so no worries. Ricky says he's gonna yell real loud to rock the cove and lure out the lizard creatures. I think he won't dare though, he's a chicken. Crawl out of your window at night if you dare to join. I left some lanterns out for you. We got snacks too. Or tell Ricky you like him. You won't, because you're a chicken as well. I want to go that way. There's where I want to go. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm on the wrong side. Oh, I know where I am. Get it again. Why didn't her sister come up? Strange. So at least if I'm going to play solo, I'm not going to be able to go all magic. And likewise, I'm not going to be able to go all melee. Yeah, let's see, can I eat? Let's try this thing. happened there. Don't even know what happened. I'm going to try this until I run out of food. 'Cause that seemed to have been more effective. I was doing better against the bugs. I was doing okay with stamina. I seem to be doing okay with healing. The Fell Curse has 0 effect. I should have cured it when I was home. get him out away from that wall. Taking damage from the sun curse as well. Or shade. Get it. Alicia, celebrate. Nope, that didn't really good, did it? See the sun aura going off? There's his head, that's what we came for. Key to the pike. Commander's ring. Look at all these dead bugs out here. And they're suffering from the bug. Haha, pun intended. They are absolutely... What is down there? Got me some experience. Got me 0 skill points. And what did I get for this ring? Health, mana, and stamina. So that opens the door I'm standing in front of. It is worthwhile to open that door. So these are the summoned bugs, just like the queen critter was summoning. So these critters' corpses are all bugged out as well. Yeah, I'm waiting for whatever that is to die. I don't know what it is. And how's YouTube doing? Quiet as ever. You're allowed to speak there, YouTube. Nada. So just when you thought you were done killing stuff. The hands that hold this quill are stocky and rough from tilling the family's fields. My shoulders are broad, my body is strong. Such is the fate of my family line, born to work the soil until we drop. Alas, I could never escape the allure of adventure. Once when I was young and sowing seeds near the edge of our lot, I heard a whistle from the forest. I snuck through the rickety fence and followed the melody. Eventually I found a young bard leaning against a tree stump, whistling and carving a flute. When I returned to the empty fields in the dead of the night, I was met by my father's disapproval. He could put me back to work, but he couldn't keep me from humming that mesmerizing tune. Valerie. I want that. I want the loot. Yeah, so there's better stuff than all this rinky-dink stuff I'm picking up. I mean, they did a great job in this castle, but this is supposed to be the Wyvern's nest. So I do want to explore the castle in this stream, but I've got that. A lot of this is in the shroud, and I've got to have more than 6 minutes of shroud time to explore this. So let me be back to my village. And then we got a bunch of other little quests that popped up here. So let me go back here. Mother Nature is hollering at me very, very loudly. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, and let me, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I will be right back. All right, I am back. So let me put this back on. Let me turn on. Where did I put her? Can I put you? Rearranging my windows here. I have to do that one later. I have to fix her later. Let me go and jump to this screen. And I can see what's going on over here. Okay. So we picked up a lot of loot. But most importantly, I picked up this thing. And that is for here. And this. Okay, so I need some more goo. Can I make some more goo? Balthazar makes the goo. He's running away. They like to stand on the stairs, and they bug out on the stairs. Alright, so greater but I need his alchemy station to do that. Okay. Goo. Yep, just need one. Do that for now. So while I was offline, I did a lot more work on this village. So we can now upgrade this flame altar. So that. And now we can upgrade the altar. Let me see what's going on my recipe unlocked stuff here. Fenrig's Axe plus 3 more. So a lot of the named rare stuff can be, and it came in not this update but the previous update. They gave the survivors the ability to create the named axes or named weapons for you. Alright, so I can upgrade this altar. I need a Shroud Nexus. And they are dropped by fell bosses in the Shroud layers that I just unlocked. So a long ways to get those. And now I should have 7. Yeah, so now I can have 7 altars. I'm also going to pick up this one. Let me go over here and pick up this one. I dropped this one here while I was working on that elixir well, which I've already cleared. So there may come a point when I want to go through them again, but not today. Because if I'm going to travel eastward, I need to have altars so I can hopscotch my way in that direction. So Alicia, I'm going to have to set your background to clear or transparent. She recognizes my voice. She's not responding to my voice. I did not spend a whole lot of time setting that up. Okay, so now I can go through here, but let's go get rid of all this other loot that I was ditching before I got sidetracked. So Fell Curse, I should have everything I need here to, yeah. Alright, now for rings, I am wearing health regeneration, and 30 seconds time in the Shroud. So 40 health, 16 mana, 8 stamina. So that one can definitely be replaced. And what about this one? Mana and mana regeneration. And this one is 16 mana, but not mana regeneration. Yeah, so I'm going to ditch the 30 seconds in the Shroud time. go here. Let's go up there. So while I'm here, I may as well keep all this stuff. Let me put it all away and then I'll give you a quick tour. Oh, he goes over here. So I am bummed because I created a display case and you have to carry the items with you to put them in the case, even though it's a magic chest. Put that down there. I'm going to put the milk away because it just didn't help me a whole lot. So I have to carry the items with me to put them in here. So I took down the VUCA Brawler. There's his head right there. That bumped me up to like 48 minutes of rested time. Alright. So there's the bard. See, he wants to stand on the stairs, but he falls through the stairs. That's not the bard, that's the barber. Here we go.
Let's make you shine. A fresh cut is a new start.
Green is quite mystical, right? It's subversive, being the color of nature and renewal, but also immortality, envy, and disgust.
Hello, gorgeous.
I remember the ingredients I used to make green hair dye represented these aspects. Who could more
renew, refresh, restart.
Life and renewal, immortality, and envy.
Is a new start. Greetings.
Trading for color palettes. There are certain pigments I can't source nor trade since the society collapsed, but there's hope. The trade outposts are gone, and so are the bandits and smugglers that besieged them. Oh, if only there were a good-looking hero who could travel to, say, Nomad's Drop to look for color palettes. I would be ever grateful. Yeah, let me hang on to this to drink while I'm running around here. Alright, so I also went through the Shroud. Was that yesterday? On stream, I went to the Shroud. No, it was 2 days ago. Tuesday, I went through the Shroud. Are they rolling? The ads are in progress, so let me hold on here for just a second while the ads are rolling. All right, so let's move along. I did pick up Alden. I built him a house. It's down here. So there's Alden. It's nice and dark down here for him. Although, what I've discovered is he sleeps at night. Go figure that one. And
don't be scared.
the green that represents envy and immortality. Envy and immortality, yes, I know them well. They reflect off every crystal shard inside the hollow halls of the Nomad Islands, twisting your gaze and intentions, spitting it back at you with disdain. If you wish to see them for yourself, know the doors to the hall open with a key of mine. However, I can only craft it if you've gathered ingredients in the previous halls. Eerie green. And what can you make for me now? So, these things are wonderful. So I'm going to take 20 of those. They don't work well against the wyvern anymore. They used to just decimate the wyvern. That I think they watched me stream that one time too many, and that's when the wyvern picked up its tail swoosh.
Save your soul.
So a little bit barren, but he's got the same amenities that the others have. He can sit in front of the fire if he wants, and eventually I'll, put his ectopet plasma press out here, and I think I can still go up that way about 3 or 4 more blocks if I need to. But now he is tucked in here in a crypt-like environment. So that path goes down there. I've been thinking about putting stairs up there, but I like this better. I don't like that railing better. I don't like that railing, so I'm going to put some stairs here is what I think I want to do. He keeps walking over here. And getting stuck. He wakes up in the morning and he warps to that one spot. Alright, so I am going to change my armor. I'm going to keep the tank plate. got on. Yep, that's what I want. So she lost her drawers. She needs mage stuff. She has got to have some mage stuff. In fact, I may. So that just, it gives me the physical armor is what it does. Alright, so let's see how this works out. So this looks a little bit weird. These all do. They don't arch like I want them to, because it's early stone. So let's do that. Let me go find some more materials. So this is where I need to go. Here, finding masonry tools. So I don't want to go talk to those guys. Who are they fighting? Are they fighting rats? Or the bee killed them? Let's go see. Thank you for the stuff. There's some of those stupid flowers around here somewhere. But I need the pigs too. I can use their meat. So I actually want to go through that valley, or it's a canyon really. But I have to deal with them to get through. And I have not been here before, so let's uncover some secrets. There's a green guy here. Pretty sure there's more. Yeah, there you are. Oh, sneakies. Wrong weapon. There we go. Okay, so there is shrine altar back there, I think. Yep. You can still hear one of them stomping around somewhere. Alright, so that's where I want to go to get up top for the masonry tools. And then there's some shroud layers down there. I'm going to need stuff from there. That is an elixir well right there in front of me there. So, what have I got for... let me move you up here. No, you. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the village and to make it daylight. Go back to my bed, make it daylight, and then bebop right back here. Then continue on and get to the top of that. I don't need these things. I can stash loot while I'm here. I should actually have you guys here. I haven't been using that bandage. The water skins are no good if I'm drinking something. So all of this stuff can be stashed away for now. I see that temple gave me 2 sparks. Yep. I can cook that meat. I can stash you. And then let's stash that for now. I need to make more of those. So what level was this gem I picked up? Only 11. The thing is, I don't like doing these parkour puzzles in the dark. They did a great job with the lighting in this game. So you can't really see the levels above you very well. You can't see what you're jumping onto, if it's just a bar or a ledge and all sorts of stuff. But they did do a great job with the lighting in this game. So let's jump right back over there. And then once I get up on top here, I can move an altar. Should have repaired. Not a lot to fight here. Cave is usually just bats. I can't remember. Yeah, there's a place to go up over here. I'm not going to be in this shroud very long. I got 1,025 for that. Why? Maybe it was from entering the zone. Alright, save point. Yeah, 1,000 XP for entering this part. Everything is dead. Everything is dead, Jim. Acid bite. A small mortar. New theories. I must reconsider my studies before I believe this mountain of the pillars of creation to be an active volcano. The pit of lava is proof. I figured the top of this mass must have been ripped open during a prehistoric eruption, shaping the land as we know it. And the strange structure, well, perhaps a place of prayer and solace built by the ancients in an earlier age. Sadly, I was not the first to see it. Another expedition arrived before me. Eastern folk, led by Nala. They believe it's a gateway of some kind. Truly interesting. I will rethink my theories. Caspian. Yes, this is indeed the game that makes junk valuable. I need to think about where all of the I think I should have turned around and hit a switch there. How does that compare to what I'm wearing? Yeah, so this is 23, 23, 31, 31. Only plus 7 is damage, okay. So that is going to be 1. Can he make that jump? Indeed. If you've watched me before, you know I don't like the daggers because they're a two-handed weapon, and they don't usually have good block. They've got parry, but not block. Nope. And I don't think I can get up from over there. I can try, but I did. So I've only found one switch for that door is what the problem is. I'm trying to remember where the other switch is. That's the one I already hit. There it is. It's just salt. I'm not going to pick up salt. Got too much junk. Need to save room for these. It looks like it's getting dark outside. It is not. Like you see that bright sky. We're inside the caldera of a volcano. Our eyes towards the stars forever shut. You know, the metaphorical speech that they use here, the allegory, reminds me of an episode of The Next Generation. You know, where Kirk and Picard had Jalad, and they had to learn to speak in phrases. So energy welling from deep inside the core, a light erupts, breaching the boundaries of space itself. A door to be opened by the flame touched. The brightest of sparks will walk a path lined by fire and illuminate what is shrouded in shadow. Never let the stars be extinguished. Never douse the sun. Rise above all, a legacy to last in eternity. All right, well, let's move up. So we got plenty of daylight, it just never gets very dark in here, or very bright. Yeah, let's go on up. I think there's some rats up here, is that? Yeah, that's copper. Alright, so the object of my desire should be here. And indeed it is. There's the masonry tools for the carpenter. I completely fumbled it. The ominous structure, we cannot decipher its meaning. Caspian, that cretin, asked about our progress. I just stammered and made something up. Said that it's a gateway to the stars, and that the ancients built it to open a path into the sky, fueled by the energy of the fire. I think he bought it. I don't want Caspian to figure this out before us. I plundered his masonry tools and hid them in our own camp. If Lorraine Krim was here, she'd judge me. But oh well. Guess the dam is keeping her busy. Nala. Yeah, so we're going this way. We got here. Renowned dragon sword. I trusted my scientific instincts, but no one else will. The others don't believe in the existence of the dragon sword. They think it's just a fable from a bygone era. But the existence of real dragons would explain the origin of our large fossilized bone deposits and could fill the gaps in our proposed ancestry of the draconian vulture. If I found the dragon sword and retrieved it from its forgotten cavern, I could add credence to my theory. Until then, I'd be the laughingstock of my peers if I revealed my true thesis. So 2 ways out here. Well, 3 if I go back the way I came. Junk. So this part is enshrouded. When we first came into the Pillars of Creation, that first entrance was shrouded. Remember, I killed their critters in their hive. That was level 4 shroud, so which means my flame altar had to be level 4 before I could get through that. Now, how tough are you guys? Pretty bad. Oh, because that was one of their big guys. Was it? We shall see. Gem of the Storms up. Alrighty. We are in a new zone. I will take all this. We are not in Kansas anymore. Oh, well, let's get rid of some junk. Okay, so that's the Pillars of Creation down there. So typically what I do is put an altar here. Over here. Because you need to go up there. carrying too much stuff. Oh, key to the pike. I never went back to the pike. Alright, so now I'm in this new zone. Let me go home and get rid of all my new stuff. Alright, think of what to do with all this stuff. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Oh, let me talk to the carpenter first.
Yoo-hoo!
Look at him stuck down there.
Look what I have to offer. Ha ha ha!
You got me some masonry tools. Perfect. Let's place them nearby. Okay, so let's do that.
Anything else?
He never walks over here, so let's put them here for now. Alright, so that opened up what? So now I need limestone. I can make the wood and bronze bars to make that well. And then what else can he make? Small mortar. What is that? A small object, and it gives no comfort. What does he still want me to make? The well, and that's it. Okay, what other recipes did I pick up? Let's go through them all here. So the farmer can now make the tea. So, outstanding. That's why I grabbed that stuff. A vegetable soup. We picked up the recipe for that. Anything else? Not from her. From the alchemist. Yep. Lots of new stuff. Can the hunter make Italian's bow? My daggers. What's in here? Uh-oh. I left the survival mechanism on to make food more important. Decay tool capable of adding and removing signs of decay to walls in your base. Okay. The blacksmith can now make Fenrig's axe, wailing blade. You can make these up to level 19. Riptide, I think I've got it at level 8 right now. Masonry tools, workbench, refined stone block, and a lot more limestone for it. Alright, so I need to make most of those, but I need nitrate before I can make this one. Aloe is incredibly important. Alright, let me find something to do with all this other stuff. The hunter has another quest for me.
Speak quick.
Tanning station, I need to make leather. Alright, so she wants me to... I'll look and see where that is. Let's see, she picked up the next level of armor, but the blacksmith did not. See, he still has the armor that I was wearing. And you have to actually talk to him to make stuff. You can't go through the journal menu. So now you see I can't actually make that. Lower item level 16. But if I look at the one I'm wearing, my Riptide, right here, is level 11. Alright, I was trying to lose some stuff.
Hey!
So I'm going to put these seeds, these in here. Those things are going to the hunter. Need to make a door back here. Do something about this ugliness here. It was great. This was a great little village when I started, but now I've got better tools. We'll stash you here. You. Probably a mistake to lose those bandages. Yeah, it is not because I have my staff. So lots of people with quests for me.
Hey! You need my services?
Probably Frey heard stories of Ikora. Ikora? A remarkable mage for the Nomad Highlands. She must have fallen to time, but we could use her black cauldron to make an alchemy station.
May the flame guide your way.
Let's see, does she have quest? Yeah.
Welcome back.
Alright, so there's to get the almanac. More recipes, crafting recipes locked behind quests at higher levels of Shroud. And she has another green that she wants me to find.
Huh?
My friend and I were a nightly walk when we wandered into this field of fluorescent flowers. By the next day they were gone. That was strange. So they only show up at night. And about Ikora. So other people drained her. Lonely, I think, but masterful of brewing potions. She had her shop in Rattlebleak. I love to marvel at her work. She could whip up any potion like it's nothing. Okay. So she wants me to build that, which needs the almanac. That's to make bread. Once you have that almanac, these recipes just open right up. Let me take a nap and make it daytime. I want to go back and look loot Pike's Keep. Let me see if these two have quests for me. No. And he's stuck in the stairs. Right there, but he doesn't have an exclamation point. And the collector, let's see if he has a quest. No. So I'll take that. I will take these. Still have loot to drop. What does this one do? Now let me look at it. This one. Lightning damage. So can I do this now? Yep. No, M. So I want to get through this keep. Just doing all that stuff got me some XP. I don't know if there's any rooms in here I can do will give me XP, but there's some fell, but not a lot. No, not there. There. Not where I wanted to go. That isn't where I wanted to go either. That's another... I don't need one of those. I want to go there. But while I'm here, I already did that thing. gold chest right there. Do it right. Do it right. So there's the chest. The shroud root is probably guarded by him. We'll fix you guys. Nope, wrong one. Two misses. All the damage they did to him. Gotcha. He thinks I need to go back to the Hollow Halls tonight and gather some more of those guys. Alden Crawley can make those. Nope. That's where I want to go. No, not that. That. And at some point, I'll have to make a trip back here to look for the statue pieces. I wonder if this is no, those are all dead, so this thing should not have respawned. Well, that bums me greatly. It's out to the boats, yep. That respawned quick. Is that what I want to do? Not just yet. I wanted to check the... It's usually a good idea to check the lower levels. Come on. There it is. What can we get rid of? We can get rid of this. We can get rid of these. We can salvage that. I have these. I have lots of these. And I have better staffs. This was for... okay. But I want this. I want this. I want that. Yeah, this should go right back out to the throne room. No. Somewhere out here we can get out to the throne room. Another call to adventure. Yet another one. Market days were my favorite. That fateful day I traded the farm vegetables for stories and secrets until a familiar melody made me pause. The same tune that called me into the forest so long ago was beckoning me once more. I dropped my sacks of grain and then followed it. I found a bard surrounded by a swaying crowd, playing a bewitching symphony on flute. Something inside of me blossomed like a forgotten seed. "Get your head out of the clouds," my father yelled that evening, spitting his mashed potatoes onto the dinner table. "You got the wrong blood. Look at your hands. They're bulky and strong, not made to fiddle around." He stuffed his mouth with a piece of bread and washed it down with well water. "You're a farmer, kid. You can't change it." Bowery. Alrighty then. This is where I came down the stairs? Yeah. Well, it's not to go down, or not to go up, it's to go down. Wherever he fled, if at all, Gormander is alone, or with another courtesan. The city is drenched. They've crushed our wall early morn, and now coat our town with thick, suffocating nebula colored like ostrich feathers. I cower here alone for the first time in years, like a little girl. My heart flutters like a thrashing caged canary. I should have run away and chartered a ship, seized it. I can fence and read a map after all. Maybe it's not too late. I can still wake up to ocean blues and feel salt on my skin, see mermaids and sing at the docks loudly. Finally, I want to end in a storm, in a blaze, and not in a lonely little tower. Don't laugh at me, I feel so small. Guard of the North Helm. So we came through on the other side over there. You know, and if you wanted, I could dig through there, but it's actually easier than probably than going up here. Lots of locks. Birds get to fly wherever they want. Why can't I? Over the rainbow. Those thoughts raced through my head as I carved the firewood my father had tasked me to gather. Lost in thought, I began to hum my favorite melody. When I looked up, I saw a magpie had landed near my feet. I want you to fly away, little one. If I was you, I'd leave. I said. The bird tilted its head as if confused. I looked down at my hands, at the wood. These farmers' hands can carve a flute. Then what else could they do? Maybe you can carve your own destiny. Maybe you choose your family and who to love. When to work and when to dance. How to grow and when to feel like a child. I knew it was just a maybe, but maybe was enough for me. I put my carving knife and flute into my bag, stood up and walked away from the farm, whistling. I never looked back. Valerie. Oh, so this is one side of the keep. And we can go over to the other as well. It's the other tower I was in, so I don't want to go that way. some water. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Ah. It looks like it goes out into... the other side. Alright, let's recall to the village. Alright, so let's because you had the tank chest on. That's why. So if I customize appearance, I can see what's what. No, you know, I don't like this at all. But there's what it is. So I'm going to take a nap and then wake up Cade and have him make it daylight. No, make it daylight. He is still over here.
Welcome, friend.
Hunter. Lupa. She'd wrestle Vuka, tame drakes, and drink. Raven's Keep. Okay. I actually wanted him to make something for me. Let's have him make. If I've got room for... that one.
Ha ha!
Is that? Oh, yes, it is. Alright, I've opened up a lot of question marks. Any other zones? No, get this key. Get rid of some stuff. Guard of the North Helm. Guard of the North Gloves. Mage chest. No. It's better. Because I dyed this one blue. Thinking. Another dot somewhere I haven't seen it is bugging me. Okay, so these question marks need to be cleaned up. Especially this one. That's an assistant alchemist right there. And then I should probably go get... Yeah, I should probably go get these elixir wells. Well, before I head home, let me go get that. No, that's the one I want to keep. That's the one I don't want to keep. Why'd you do that? Alright. I've got to wrap this up. I'm going to have to call this a stream. Yeah, so that's going to have to be it for today. I will be back on bright and early tomorrow morning, I think. It depends on what time we start moving. The wife is going to be home for a few days. So, I hope to see some folks on then. Let me go over here. I'm Salgonoid. Not that one. This one. And I hope to see some folks on tomorrow. Until then, fly safe.